Welcome back to another video, guys. This week I'm going to be talking about Amiibos, the Nintendo figurines that kind of act like DLC for your video games, and also they're like collectibles. So basically what they are, just little figurines that Nintendo released that they're kind of like Skylanders. You can scan them onto your Wii U gamepad and eventually your new 3DS, and they will give you some extra stuff into your video games. So, for example, Mario Kart, every character you scan will give you a custom skin for your Mii in Mario Kart to use. So if you put a Mario one in there, you can dress your Mii up like Mario. If you get a Sonic one, you can dress him up like Sonic, and so forth. They also have Mario Party ones coming out. I'm not sure what they do just yet. But they have, for example, if you use the Kirby Amiibo on the new Kirby Canvas Curse coming out, it gives you an extra ability. You can use them in Hyrule Warriors. They're going to be doing support for the new Fire Emblem. So there's a whole range of different things that they're used for. But in and out of that is basically if you don't own a Wii U or a new 3DS, they're just cool as collectibles. I mean, they look really cool. I'm a bit of a weird collector. I don't actually buy all of the collection just for the sake of having them all. I only buy the ones that I really like, so based on the characters that I like, and also just the ones that I think look really cool. So I'm going to show you the ones that I've got, and give you a little bit of detail about what they are, what they look like, and pros and cons of their design, build, and all that stuff. First thing I'll say is a lot of these figures are mass-produced, so you might find little defects on certain characters. So it's always best to just go through and have a look if there's multiple ones in store and try and find the best one, because you might find a little bit of paint that might be what's a good example? So someone's eye might have a bit of paint missing, or sometimes some of the face will bleed out into the rest, or little things like that. For example, Marth's sword, it sort of sometimes looks like his arm is merged into his sword. So yeah, just little things like that to check out. But I'll show you mine and some of my favorites, and yeah, hope you like the video, and here we go. So I'm going to start off with Kirby. So I'll just give you a quick look at that in the box. So these are the Australian versions. You can get the Japanese versions, and they are region free, so you can buy a Japanese one and it will work on any console, unlike the games which are region locked. So the good thing about the blockier, chubbier characters, as I like to say, is the paint jobs are really good on these because they're nice smooth surfaces. There's no little fiddly parts. So when you order online, you can be safe to assure, stuffed up there, but you can be safe to say that Kirby, Pikachu, Donkey Kong, a lot of the larger characters are going to look pretty good. A lot of the fiddly characters, which I'll show you in a second, some of them have some little paint defects and little things like that. Some not so noticeable, but some can look pretty dodgy, especially with people holding swords. A lot of the swords can be bent, or what happens is their hand will actually blend into the sword, so it just looks like one piece. My mouth actually looks a bit like that, so I'll show you. But yeah, with the blockier characters, you're pretty safe to, they're going to look exactly like they look. So you can see that there. So next up, I'll show you Marth. So Marth, he looks pretty good. I got lucky with this one. Now you probably won't see it because of all the stupid reflection of the light, but his sword and his hand sort of blend in, and they I mean, it's not the worst thing. There's a lot of Marths that actually have a bent sword, and that's probably the worst thing. So he actually looks pretty good. And they do put a lot of detail. There's actually on his back, his crest, if you can see that. So he's actually a pretty rare one. But for all those who don't know, they're actually reissuing him for the new Fire Emblem game coming out. Next up, one of my favorites, Captain Falcon. Now, some of you are probably saying, why are they in these weird poses? And why the hell is there a clear pole sticking straight up his ass? They basically wanted them to have Smash Bros. Poses, so instead of just having them stand up normal, they decided to do this. Why they needed that pole right where it is, I'll never know, but this isn't actually the worst one. Wait till you see Link. Next up, Sonic. Again, pretty, plain character, as you can see. He doesn't really have too much detail, so again, he's one of those characters that you can pretty much be safe with getting online and not having to worry about getting a dodgy one. Next up, this is one of my newer ones that I got, which is Meta Knight. I really like the detail on this. You probably can't see it, but on his little, I guess, shoulder pads, he's actually got the detailing around there like he does in the game, which is a nice little surprise that they went that extra mile, because I can barely see it looking at this, so you're not going to be able to see it on the video. But again, another blocky character that, he looks really good. This is the weirdest one. What the hell? Looks like he's pissed down the side of his leg, and it's formed a pillar holding him up. What the hell? But anyway, that's Link, as you can see. And he looks pretty damn good, except for that stupid yellow piss pole, or whatever the hell it is. Next one, Mega Man. Freaking adorable. It'd be awesome if they had a Mega Man X figure, but this is his original blue bomber, as you can see there. Next one, Luigi. And as my girlfriend likes to point out, he looks like a penis. Again, why? Why not just get him standing up? Just normal. But they are doing the next wave of them, and they're going to have a Luigi who's actually standing up normal and not looking like a giant penis. Next one, this is surprisingly one of my favorites. I don't know why, she just looks really cool. But Rosalina with little Luma. Right there. Now, this is one of my favorite characters, but it's a little underwhelming. It's Little Mac. Now, he looks so much more beefcake in the picture, but he's pretty scrawny, and as his name suggests, little. He's I don't know. I was just hoping for someone a little more beefcake, but he's cool nonetheless. Now, this is probably the only dodgy one that I have, which is actually Bowser. Now, I don't know if you can see it. This eye looks pretty good. Sorry for my head coming in the video. This eye, however, you probably can't see it, but it doesn't connect all the way. But when you look at it front on, he kind of looks like he has a bung eye. So that one's the only one that I ordered online that I thought was going to look a lot better, but I mean, he still looks good, but he's, yeah, just that slight little defect might make it annoying for collectors out there. And lastly, this is actually my favorite one, King DDD. You can see there. He's really well detailed, friggin' looks adorable. You know, painted on the back there. So, that's all of them. So basically, I'm in the dilemma where I only have one of each of the characters that I like, and I really want to open them, but at the same time I really don't want to open them, because as soon as you open them, they lose their value as being a collectible. Now, the problem with Amiibos is Nintendo hasn't decided to release them and then release more once they sell out. As soon as these sell out, they become discontinued. Characters like Wii Fit Trainer, the Villager, I haven't seen Samus anymore. Pretty much all these characters just disappear once they've sold out, and they're really hard to find. So basically, if you want to collect these, some tips I'm going to give you is what's helped me in getting some of the ones that I want. So first of all, pre-order. As soon as you see an announcement for one of these, go straight to your EB Games or JB Hi-Fi or wherever the hell you go, but pre-order them as soon as you see the announcement, because these things get sold out straight away. Next thing to think of is, once they're sold out on pre-orders, doesn't mean you're not going to get one. A lot of people cancel their orders, or they might get extra stock. So what you do is check online all the time, not like a crazy nut, but maybe once every couple of days, and just have a look, because EB Games, for example, told me that all the pre-orders were sold out. I couldn't order anymore, and then about 4 days ago, I went on and checked, and they've got a whole list of like Toon Link, Rosalina, Meta Knight. All the characters they said were sold out are back on there to purchase. So also check that. And a lot of the times, if you call up a store, they won't know what the hell you're talking about. So if they say, oh no, we don't have any Amiibos, don't really trust them, because yeah, a couple of times I've called up stores and they're like, no, sorry, we don't have any of those. 5 minutes later, you go into the store because you call up. I don't know. I just call up just to be a jerk and see if they actually have them and see what, if they know what they're talking about. So yeah, I went into a Target after calling. They said they had none. I went in there and they had about 10 of them. So don't trust the people in the store. So basically, if you want to hunt them down, look online. And also, if you call an EB Games, the good thing is they'll actually let you know if any other stores are showing them in their system. So, you can always call them up and say, do you have this in stock? Can you put it aside for me? But also the best thing to do is just go into every store and just have a look. Targets, Kmart's, Big W's, I'm not sure if Toys R Us have it, EB Games, JB Hi-Fi, pretty much all the big retailing stores are going to have these things. You'll find that there's a lot of Marios and a lot of Pikachus. And it is hard to get these rare ones because Nintendo doesn't seem to send a mass stock for the lesser known characters. But just hang in there, network with friends. They might have an extra of one that they want to get rid of, and you might have one that they want. So yeah, and I mean, if you see two of a rare character, definitely grab another one. Just try not to be a jerk about it and put it up for like $200 on eBay. But yeah, hope you all have good luck with finding some of these things. And there's a new wave coming out of the Mario figures that are going to be used for Mario Party 10. And they've also got the last wave, I believe it's the last wave, of the Smash Bros. Figures. So you got the Charizard in there, I think Lucario, and you got some other characters in there. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully some of those tips helped you out, and hopefully just seeing them in person, if you haven't actually seen them, might interest you to go grab one. So thanks again for watching, and please leave a like and leave a comment if you want to know anything about any particular one. And yeah, just to have a discussion about it. If you've got any tips for anyone else, leave it in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching and sticking around. Cheers guys, thank you.